A hard heart will end in evil, and he who loves danger will fall into it. A heart that strives in two ways will not succeed, and a corrupt heart will stumble in both. A hard heart is burdened with hardships, and a sinner adds sin to sin. These verses 27, 28, 29 of the 2nd chapter of the book of Sirach tell about the hard heart and how it falls into error. A new story prepared and directed by Father Noah Alcasmosa from the program Our Daily Bread, and the story of the hard heart. It is said that once upon a time, in a small village among the villages that lie between the rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a man named Martin. Martin was known for his stubbornness and his love of unnecessary risk. He believed that his hard heart and courageous nature made him invincible. One day, Martin heard rumors of a hidden treasure deep in the forest. Ignoring the villagers' warnings about the dangers lurking within, he set out on his search. As he delved deeper into the forest, the path became more treacherous, but Martin continued, convinced that his determination would lead him to the treasure. Along the way, Martin encountered a fork in the road. One path was narrow and winding, while the other was wide and seemingly easy to traverse. Torn between the two, Martin decided to alternate between the two paths, hoping to cover more ground. However, this hesitation only led to him getting lost, tripping over roots and rocks, and making no progress. When night fell, Martin found himself in a dark, unfamiliar part of the forest. His heart, hardened by pride and arrogance, began to feel the weight of his troubles. He realized that his stubbornness had led him into a dangerous situation. Exhausted and frightened, Martin sat and considered his options. He remembered the words of an old sage from his village: "A hard heart ends in evil, and he who loves danger falls into it. A heart that goes into directions will not succeed, and a corrupt heart will stumble in both. A hard heart is burdened with trouble, and a sinner will add sin to sin." Martin realized that his hard heart and his reckless love of danger had brought him to this point. He had tried to take both paths, but he had succeeded in neither. His burdened heart had led him astray. Determined to change, Martin decided to follow the narrow, winding path with a humble heart. He proceeded with caution and patience, learning to appreciate the journey rather than rushing towards the destination. In the end, he found his way out of the forest, not with a treasure of gold, but with a treasure of wisdom. From that day on, Martin lived with a soft heart, avoided unnecessary risks and made thoughtful decisions. He became a respected elder in the village, sharing his story and the lessons he learned with others. The moral of the story, my friends, is that a hard heart and rash behavior lead to trouble and failure. True success comes from humility, patience, and making wise and thoughtful choices. And here ends our story for today. And tomorrow we will meet again, and a new story with Father Noah Alcasmosa and the program Our Daily Bread. I leave you in God's care, and glory be to God forever. Amen.